Hello, how's it going? Tainro here, and welcome back to another Minecraft 1.14 Let's Play. Today we're picking up where we left off, right outside our house, where last episode we went and talked about the fire resistance potion. So if you missed that, make sure you go watch that before this one, because in this episode we're going to put that into, well, a little bit more of a fun way to go about grabbing it, if that made any sense at all. We're going to be making an automatic brewing station. That'll be fun. So it's going to go right in here. I've got a mock-up design of what I want to do. I designed it in a creative testing world, and it does everything I want it to do. So these are going to be the materials required to build it. So if you are building the same design as me, the redstone is very messy, just so you know. This is not a condensed redstone version. It's messy, but if you want to do it, go for it. It works. So, but it only works for one type of potion, and in this case it's going to be fire resistance. You can build several of these, one per potion. Anyway, I'll show you what that's all about here in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with my collection chest. So I'm going to have my chest ending right there. That's where everything is going to pour out of. And then into that, I'm going to go ahead and put a hopper. Dig out a little space right here because this is also very iron heavy. I've got that iron farm back in my above world, so it shouldn't be an issue for me. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put another hopper right there. And then I forgot the most important part. I forgot the brewing stand. Let me go grab that. Alright, so I've got the brewing stand. Go ahead and place that on top. Hold shift and right click to put it on that hopper there. So what this is going to do is every item that is inside of this brewing stand right now will go into this hopper and flow into this chest. So we'll deal with that in just a minute. But for now, we're going to go ahead and put another hopper. Shift and right click onto that area there. And then let's dig out some more of this area. Alright, so just like that, we've got a 7 by 7 by 7, just whole big space back here. And I also want to point out that this is not, all these mechanics are not things that I figured out. All these mechanics are mechanics that are used by several different people, so many people have made designs similar to this. I did design this one on my own, though like I said, it is very similar to many of them that are out there, just because it follows the basic principles as to how this works. And so what we're going to be doing from here, hey dude, what's up? Can you leave me alone, please? Thank you. So you've got the chest here. You can do a single chest if you want. I just prefer a double. Have a hopper going into that and a hopper going into that hopper. On top of that, put the brewing stand, and into the left side of the brewing stand, put one hopper. Then behind that hopper, you're going to shift and click, put another hopper, feeding into this one. So you see the little trail is going into that. And then on the brewing stand, hold shift and click on the back of that. So you have two hoppers going forward now. See? They're both moving forward. Now, on top of both of these hoppers, you're going to want to put a chest. So hold shift and then jump and put it out of the way. I can't hit you off. You're going to all start attacking me. Please leave me alone. Hold shift, jump, right click. Hold shift, jump, right click. No, stop climbing stuff. Leave me alone. Okay, so that's that. Then, out of the front of this chest, you're going to put, actually of both of these chests, but separately, you're going to want to hold shift and right click and put 4 hoppers. 1, 2, oops. 2, 3, 4. Just like that. So it should go all the way to the back if you have a 7 deep. And go ahead and do that the same thing on the other one. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that. And then into this, we're going to do, again, hold shift, 1 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there. And then if you can get it, jump and click and do 1 in there. Get out of the way! And hold shift, jump, click, 1 in there. So this is what you should have so far. And what this is going to do is in this spot right here is where all of the water bottles are going to go. And in this spot right here are where all of the blaze powder are going to go. And you know, I'm realizing now, when I was doing the testing for this, I put the chests in here. You don't have to have a chest here. You could put a hopper if you wanted to, but the chest works just as well. And it actually saves a little bit of iron. So you could just have another hopper going straight down into this if you didn't want the chest. That works too. But you're going to next put one chest up there and one chest up there. Except I want those to be separate. So let's hold shift and put that there. So now we have 2 chests on top of both of those pieces. So that is the entire water channel and the entire blaze powder channel complete. Let me get all my scraps out of my chests here. Alright, so now that we've got that, you're going to want to take any block that is not naturally spawning, meaning that Enderman cannot pick it up. So cobblestone works with this, and that's what I'm going to use because you're not going to be able to see it. Now, why do they like to climb so much? Anyway, off of those chests, hold shift and place one block of cobblestone. You're going to do 2 there. Hold shift against the brewing stand. You're going to do 1, 2, 3. And right down in front of it, starting in the same area right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I do need to actually go a little bit wider than this. Oops. Didn't plan that out well. I'm going to go probably 3 blocks out from here, maybe 4. Alright, now we've got a little bit more space to work with. So we've got up here again, we have 2. Then down below we have 3, and at the very bottom we have 4. We're going to connect that up right in front here. Come out 1 more, and then go 3 more out that way. So that's what we should have right here, is this kind of little design. Now on top of this, we're going to go ahead and get out some redstone. And we need a repeater. Okay, so right off the edge of this one is going to be a redstone torch. And on top of these, we're going to actually grab 1 more hopper right now. And hold shift and click that right on top of the brewing stand. So you should have it right there in the middle. I do not know why pigmen like to climb so much, but that's a thing. And then we're going to take our comparator and pull that and place that right there, facing out of that hopper. Grab more of our redstone, and we're going to pull that out to the torch. So what this does is anytime there's an item inside of this comparator, this torch will turn off. And that is going to be helpful later. So then we're going to do 1 more out here. Grab a redstone repeater, put it there, and then put 2 pieces of redstone right here. So right now, nothing is in that hopper. And so redstone is coming over here and it's locking this hopper, which will have the water bottles in it, so no water bottles will flow into that. Now we're also going to take this line and put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and there. So leave that there for now. That'll go out to a redstone lamp just to let us know whenever the system is on. And we're also going to go down 1. We're going to actually dig underneath the machine and dig a little trail down this way because we want to go into this hopper right there. Alright, go ahead and dig this area out. Perfect. Go ahead and put a redstone torch right on top of this block, right underneath that hopper. Right above that hopper is our brewing stand. So right now we're locking this hopper. It will not take anything out of the brewing stand. But in just a second we're actually going to unlock it because we're going to connect this redstone bit up to there. Perfect. So now whenever this whenever this hopper has something in it, the comparator output will come out and it will turn this off. So it'll unlock the hopper down there and it will lock the hopper down here. So that will let water bottles flow into it, but it will not let any bottles flow out. Okay, so now we actually have to get the ingredients to go into the top section. So let me show you really quick what's going on. We've got the water bottle coming in from the back. That's going to fill up these 3 sections here. We've got the blaze powder going to be coming in from this side, filling in the left. And then in the top is where our ingredients are going to come in into right here. And you notice I have some cobblestone. You want 22 of any item that cannot go into the brewing stand. 22 will give the comparator 1 block piece. So you want to put 22, and you just want to evenly space them out. So I do 5, 5, 6, and 6, and you've got 1 place for things to flow through. Now on top of this hopper, I really wish all these guys would go away. They're starting to get on my nerves. So on top of this hopper, go ahead and hold shift and click another hopper. Really? Hold shift, put another hopper there. Another hopper in the side, and 1 more in that side there. So that'll be what you want. You really just pushed me off. You people. Okay. You know what? Nope. Alright. Now that those guys are taken care of, let's go finish this build. Okay, and I apologize, I completely missed this. You need 3 droppers. I totally forgot to do that. So to make the droppers, you just need some cobblestone and some redstone, so it's not very resource heavy. Alright, so back up at our hoppers, you're going to go ahead and put the three droppers facing into the hoppers. So just go 1 block behind it. 1, 2, 3. Now, go ahead and put in some filler blocks just to hold the space. Hold shift, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to put 1 on the outside. These blocks we will not take down. 1 right there. And then 1, 2, 3 right there. So then whatever you got to do to get back up. In this case, I should have brought some scaffolding with me. Alright, there we go. I also cleared out 3 more blocks above head. So yeah, sorry about the whole 7 by 7 by 7. That was inaccurate. It was close, but not quite what we wanted. So anyway, go ahead and take out those. Oops. Go ahead and there we go. Take out these 3 blocks. So these 3 are where all of our different items are going to come into. Now, if you watched last week's episode, you'll know we need a nether wart, we need a magma cream, and we need a piece of redstone to get our duration of 8 minutes for our fire resistance potion. So you're going to want to go ahead and put some blocks behind your dispensers, or the droppers. You're going to go 2 back on each one. Whoops. Now, if you're doing this in a cave or in a nether like I am, in any kind of place where you have blocks around, you're going to want to break out those blocks and put something there that Enderman cannot pick up. So something that does not spawn naturally. Because with redstone on top of this kind of stuff, if Endermen go and pick this up, your whole contraption is ruined. And we don't want that. So go ahead and pull your hoppers back out. We're going to put 3 hoppers all across. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go just like that and have them coming out in front. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, and you ready for our last one? 2. All right, that's all the hoppers in place. Now you got to make sure too you put them in the same line that I just did. So you got to look at the one you want it to go into. All 3 of these should be flowing straight that way, and straight that way. And we're going to take our last 3 chests, hold shift, jump, right click, and right click, holding shift on all those again. Now in this area, I'm actually going to go ahead and put some netherrack just temporarily. This back here is going to be our reloading station. So we're going to come back up here to reload all of our different items. But I'll get to that in a minute. For right now, we got to finish this build. So we'll take 2 redstone repeaters and put 1 on each edge of this piece with a redstone dust in the middle. Line those 3 with redstone and you get that. Now off of here, you want to go 1 click, so that's a 2 tick delay. And then 3 clicks, so it's a 4 tick delay. And go out 1, 2, 3, and put the redstone 1, 2, 3. Alright, so now we're back at the bottom, and now you need to choose where you want to put your button to activate all of this. And I want to put it 3 blocks out, so 1, 2, 3, I want to put it right here, so it goes into that space there. So I'm going to dig that out and put a piece of cobblestone there, so that Endermen don't take it, and put the button right on there. So that button is going to send the signal up through all of that and make all the magic happen. Alright, so I got this channel dug out, so I'm going to put 1 redstone torch behind the button, a cobblestone block above it, a redstone torch right on top of that, and a cobblestone block right above that torch. We're going to go ahead and go back up. We're going to connect all of that to our redstone here. So get this cut out. We're going to put this all leading into there. Now that torch is sitting right there, going underneath this block here. I'm going to put redstone, redstone, redstone. So now whenever I push that button, it's going to come and it's going to do tick, tick, tick. Though I did notice I made a mistake that I've been talking about this entire video, and I put redstone on top of a movable block. So I'm going to go ahead and break all this out. I made a mistake about how far I was going to put this, because in my original design I had things a lot tighter, so I had everything a lot closer to this chest. But here, I'm going to have the outside wall being right along this area here. And so, whoops, there we go. Okay, so that's going to be there. Now I want my redstone my redstone lamp, I want that to be 1 block away from the button, so that it's right there. Now whenever this is on, that means that the project is working, that the brewing stand is doing its things. And so I'm going to go ahead and dig out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place a cobblestone in that section. Oops, not there, don't need that. Alright, so go ahead and raise this block up a little bit, and then have the redstone line coming up over that with the redstone torch in front, redstone dust next to it, going into this block here. And then give yourselves a pat on the back, because that is this whole design complete as far as the redstone goes. So let me show you how this works. So you start off, this will happen automatically. You just need 1 nether wart to get the whole thing started. Of course, you're going to load everything up with the respective materials, but to get it started, you just need 1 nether wart sitting right there, just blocking that hole right there. So all we got to do is push that button, and it's going to send a signal up to the top to these droppers up here. And the signal is going to go into the middle dropper first, then it's going to go into the right dropper, then it's going to go into the left. And all those items are going to come down into these hoppers, get funneled down into this here, and because we have another wart in here ready to go, the item is going to stop here. That's going to send a signal through this comparator, turning this redstone torch off, which will turn this one on, turning on our indicator light. Now at the same time, it's going to go straight down here first, all the way down here, and turn this torch on, which will lock up the bottom hopper. So once we press the button, Item falls inside, the bottom hopper is locked. Now just one tick after all of that, which is why we have this repeater here, this piece is going to become unlocked, and that will allow water bottles to flow inside. Because if we did not have the bottom unlocked, the water bottles would just flow all the way through and nothing would get brewed and it wouldn't work. So we have to lock the bottom and then allow the water bottles to flow in. And that is the entire piece of it. Everything from there, they just keep funneling through, and as soon as everything is finished, it's going to pop out into this chest here. Everything is going to go off in that same order. Now these blaze powder, they don't need any kind of timer. They can just be loading up in here. They can do as many as they want. Alright, so here is the final product, all prettied up. Well, mostly final. The inside isn't all that pretty, just the floors. But we've got our little maintenance area so we can get back to the back and see everything that's going on, fix any problems that might be happening. You want to always make sure that there's nothing hidden in these. If you're working up above and breaking blocks and they fall into the hoppers, they'll go into these chests and hoppers and it'll clog your system and it'll make just a nightmare for everything. So be aware of that. And then over here we have our start button, press button to brew, potion brewing when light is on, and potion of fire resistance. This is all the area that we're going to be interacting with on a regular basis. Now, if we get low or if something breaks, we go back into maintenance. If we get low, we can come back up into our little stock room up here and put items into these chests as says above. Now, it's super important that with the timings that I was saying from the back that you put these items in these places. So there's another wart in there already, remember from before, that we started with. So first is going to be this middle one. It's going to be a magma cream that's going to create your potion of fire resistance. Let's turn the other way. Remember we said the right was going to go second. So that's this one. It's the redstone. It's going to make it a longer duration. And then third, finally, the nether wart is going to go in. That's going to restock to get ready for the next potion. So on this side, we have our blaze powder and our water bottle. So let's go ahead and load this up. Go 3 water bottles in there. We need blaze powder in there. Redstone in there. Magma cream, and nether wart. Now, let's go brew our potion. Let's see if it works. So if it works, this light should be on. There we go. We got a light on. Things are happening. I'm going to break this wall just to show you what's happening. So right now, our nether wart fell inside. See, our blaze powder went in here. Our 3 water bottles went in. Our nether wart's in there. It's cooking now. And it goes in, and then our magma cream comes in second. Perfect. So now we have our awkward potion. Our magma cream will help to create our potion of fire resistance. Perfect. Then our redstone drops to turn this 3 minute into 8 minutes. And then another wart fills in, but everything comes out of the hopper above. Everything flows back into here, and we have our potions. So that's awesome. It worked. Look at something Tainro built actually worked. And I didn't die this episode. What? Craziness. So that's what we have here, and I've got my nether wart farm going over on this side, so that's producing really well. I just need to go find some magma creams and some blaze powder. I've also modified the cow farm just a little bit, so now I can let's grab all of our wheat and hop on inside, run on circles, feeding all the cows, just keep running and running and running. Okay. Then I can go over to the ladder, if I can get there, and jump out. And I've been breeding these cows too, just because why not, right? Chicken farm is doing spectacularly. I'm going to have to create another chicken, or the egg farm is doing well. I'm going to have to create a chicken farm here pretty soon. But for now, that is how everything is doing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and wrap today's video up there. We've got some good progress happening. What's going to happen next? I don't know. Neither do you. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon to find out. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button down below. Click that box on the left to see last week's episode where we learned how to make the fire resistance potion. And hit the box on the right to see the last Zankar episode. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.